The murder of South African rap icon Kiernan, AKA Forbes, and his close friend Tebello, Tibz, Motsoane, remains one of the most shocking crimes in the country's recent history. Almost 3 years later, the case is still unfolding inside South Africa's courts and correctional system, revealing new developments that show just how serious, complex, and sensitive this matter has become. On a warm Friday night, February 10, 2023, Durban's popular Florida Road was busy with life. Restaurants were full, people were socializing, and music filled the air. Among those enjoying the evening were AKA, one of Africa's most successful rappers, and his longtime friend and business associate, Tebello Motsoane. Moments later, gunshots rang out. In a matter of seconds, both men were shot and killed in public. The killings were captured on CCTV cameras and cell phone videos, which quickly spread across social media. South Africans and fans across the continent watched in disbelief as the footage showed the final moments of a music legend's life. The nation was shaken. Questions followed immediately. Who planned the hit? Who pulled the trigger? And why was such a high-profile murder carried out so openly? For months, the investigation continued behind the scenes. Police worked through evidence, phone records, CCTV footage, and intelligence reports. Public pressure grew as fans demanded justice for AKA and Tibz. Eventually, arrests were made, and 7 men were charged in connection with the murders. Those 7 men are Ebongweni Ndimande, Malusi Dave Ndimande, Lindocool Thabani Mkhwanazi, Lindani Zenzel Ndimande, Sianda Eddie Mayaza, Mziwathemba Harvey Gwabni, and Lindocool Lindo Ndimande. According to the state, these men played different roles in planning, organizing, and carrying out the killings. The case took another dramatic turn when 2 of the accused, the Ndimande brothers Ebongweni and Malusi Dave, were arrested in Eswatini after fleeing South Africa. After a lengthy extradition process, they were returned to South Africa on November 25, 2025. Their return marked a major moment in the case, as all accused were now back in the country and able to face justice. The brothers made their 3rd appearance at the Durban Magistrate's Court, where another unexpected development was revealed. During proceedings, it emerged that the Department of Correctional Services had quietly moved all 7 accused from Westville Prison in Durban to Ebongweni Super Maximum Correctional Center in Kokstad. Ebongweni is one of South Africa's highest security prisons. It is designed to house inmates considered extremely dangerous, high risk, or capable of escaping. Conditions at super maximum facilities are far stricter than those at standard correctional centers. Movement is limited, security is tight, and access to inmates is heavily controlled. The defense told the court that they only discovered the transfer on January 2, 2025, when they attempted to consult with their clients. Advocate Simfio Mlachwa, who represents the Ndimande brothers, explained that the move had made it very difficult for the defense team to do their work properly. According to Mlachwa, consultations at Ebongweni are limited to just 30 minutes at a time. He said this is not enough for a case of this size and seriousness. The defense also said they had not received official communication explaining why the accused were transferred or whether the move was temporary or permanent. Mlachwa told the court that they had contacted correctional services and were waiting for an email response to clarify what had happened. He added that the defense hoped the accused could be moved back to Westville Prison so consultations could continue in a more practical manner. While the state had provided some of the information previously requested by the defense regarding the extradition process, Mlachwa said there was still important information outstanding. Because of this, the defense asked the court for a postponement to allow time for clarity and for all legal processes to unfold. Senior State Prosecutor Advocate Elvis Gcweka confirmed to the court that all 7 accused had indeed been moved to Ebongweni Super Maximum Correctional Center. However, he also stated that the prosecution did not yet have full information about why the transfer had taken place. Gcweka explained that this lack of information was the reason both the state and the defense agreed on a provisional postponement date. He said the goal was to use the time to understand exactly what had transpired and ensure the matter could proceed fairly and properly. Inside sources later revealed that the accused were moved from Westville Prison to Ebongweni sometime in December the previous year. However, official reasons for the transfer were still not placed on record at the time of the court appearance. Advocate G. Siweka is prosecuting the case alongside Advocate Lawrence G. Kaba, the Deputy Director of Public Prosecutions. Together, they are handling what is considered one of the most high-profile criminal cases in South Africa. The complexity of the matter does not end with the AKA and Tibz murders. The Ndimande brothers are also facing several other serious criminal cases. In one separate case dating back to 2022, they are charged with conspiracy to commit murder, and 2 counts of unlawful possession of automatic firearms. In another matter, Siyabonga Ndimande alone faces charges that include murder, attempted murder, malicious damage to property, reckless driving, failure to stop and render assistance after a collision, unlawful possession of automatic firearms, and unlawful possession of ammunition. Because of these additional cases, the state also requested postponements in the related matters, citing the same challenges around consultation, logistics, and the accused's relocation to a super maximum facility. Magistrate Irfan Khalil considered submissions from both sides and postponed all related cases to March 4. This postponement allows time for clarity on the prison transfers, outstanding documentation, and preparation for future proceedings in both the Magistrate's Court and the Durban High Court. Meanwhile, the 5 co-accused who were already indicted are expected to stand trial in the Durban High Court, where the state will present its full case. The High Court trial is expected to be long, detailed, and closely watched by the public. For the families of AKA and Tibz, the court delays are painful but familiar. Since the night of the murders, they have lived with unanswered questions and public scrutiny. Each court appearance brings hope for progress, followed by frustration when matters are postponed. For fans, the case represents more than just a criminal trial. AKA was a symbol of success, resilience, and African excellence. His music shaped a generation, and his influence reached far beyond South Africa's borders. Tibz, known for his business mind and loyalty, was a respected figure in his own right. As the legal process continues, the movement of the accused to a super maximum prison sends a clear message about how seriously authorities are treating this case. Whether the transfer was due to security concerns, intelligence reports, or operational decisions remains unclear, but its impact on the case is undeniable. The wheels of justice move slowly, but they continue to turn. Each postponement, each court appearance, and each legal argument brings the country one step closer to the truth. For now, all eyes remain on the courts, the prosecution, and the correctional system, as South Africa waits for accountability in the murders of Kiernan, AKA Forbes and Tebello Tibz Motsoane. Justice may be delayed, but for many, it cannot be denied.